Hello, my name is Jason Krolowitz. I'm the founder of the startup application here called School Updater. I do want to thank you guys for allowing me to present this in front of you here today. So the School Updater will be an application that will allow educational facilities to communicate directly with the students' parents. So the goal here is to allow them to communicate grades, any issues that might come up while they're at school, also events that might be going on at the school as well, also emergency situations, something comes up, that'll allow them to communicate and send a direct message that will send an alert to the parents' mobile phone to the application, and that way they can go ahead and contact them directly. There will be a client portal as well that'll be built in for each student and their parents. That'll allow them to go in and customize how they want that set up so they can get messages directly on the application. They can reach directly out to the teachers, to the faculty, the staff, whatever they need to. So once again, it'll allow us to communicate directly with the parents. There's going to be no patent required for this, so we're not going to obtain a patent for that. We will go ahead and trademark the name of the School Updater, and we'll also trademark our logo, which is down here on the right-hand side. So to start off, we will go ahead and hire 10 employees that will be doing the main amount of work for us here. All of our employees will be required to go through our onboarding process, which will go through everything they need to be able to get comfortable within the job setting. We will go ahead and set up each employee with a coach or mentor, which will go ahead and walk them through, what a day-to-day looks like at the School Updater application facility there. Each employee will also sign a non-disclosure agreement. We want to make sure we keep everything in the house. We're not having employees, transferring to other companies and bringing over our information over to them. So we will have them sign a non-disclosure agreement as well. We did talk about them being paired with the coach, and then also offboarding will be followed for each employee as well. So every employee that does decide to leave the company will go through our offboarding procedures as well. We will have this beta tested. So before we go ahead and put it into deployment, we'll go ahead and beta test that. We will be beta testing this through a company by the name of Beta Family. We did go ahead and put together an agreement that we'll have to go ahead and send over to them, have them sign, which will detail everything from who owns the software, all the way down to how long it's going to take and what they'll be paid to go ahead and do that work for us. And then distribution, so we'll go ahead and commercially and actually internationally distribute this application through the retail chain. So basically what we're going to do is we'll have it available on the app stores through Google Play and through the Apple App Store there. So we'll go ahead and make that available for a direct download. We will have a portion when we first start out to try and buy. So we'll go ahead and have the educational facilities be able to test that, make sure it fits with what they're looking for. So we'll go ahead and do that for them. Costs will be kept low when we go ahead and do this. So since a lot of things, process will be automated, we'll be able to keep that cost and the amount of employees we have to hire to be able to do the work to a minimum. As far as insurance, for cyber insurance, we'll be using Nationwide Insurance for that. We did find that they had the best rates, most affordable, and do have a comprehensive plan that we'll be able to obtain. So the plan is going to include data compromise protection, which will basically secure the data for employees and our users as well. We'll have identity recovery protection, so if there is any sort of data breach, we will have some identity protection available for anybody's data that may have been leaked during any sort of breach. And then the cyber protection, which will go ahead and protect all that data and go ahead and prevent any sort of breach. And that's what our hopes are, is to avoid any of that stuff, since we will have some sensitive data out there. We'll have our students' grades, and obviously communication with with faculty and staff there as well. So as far as accepting cryptocurrency, at this point in time, since we will be dealing directly with the educational facilities, they don't currently really deal with cryptocurrency. So at this point, there's really no need for us to accept any sort of other payment besides just the standard credit card purchase through the App Store. Obviously, we'll leave that opened if things do change in the future, and they decide to branch into the cryptocurrency field. We may change the options as far as payment methods there. But at this time, we're going to be doing just credit card only through the App Store. And then risk management obviously is important, when you're publishing anything online. So we will have a 4-step risk management plan to try to reduce, the risk as much as we possibly can. So first, we'll go ahead and identify the risk. So we'll look at each segment of the business. We'll go ahead and identify any risks that might be out there, that we would need to take a look at. And then we'll assess that risk. So we'll determine the likelihood of that event occurring, and we'll kind of put those in tiers, and we'll kind of work from there. And then we'll manage that risk. We'll develop a cost-effective option to deal with that risk, make sure it's affordable. And the last one will be to monitor and review the risk there. So each segment will be monitored, on a monthly basis to make sure that the risks are as low as we possibly can. Obviously, there's going to be some residual risk there, but we want to make sure we keep the risk to a minimum. And that would be the end of the presentation. So our hopes is here that you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. We'd like to go ahead and bring this school updater app to market here. We believe that this will help the educational facilities greatly, allow them to communicate directly with the parents. Right now most of that communication is done via email, phone calls. Nowadays, parents, students, everybody is mobile. Everybody wants to do things a little bit easier. We feel that an application would be the easiest way to do that. So we can go ahead and build that client portal for each individual facility, allow them to go ahead and create their student database, their faculty database, and then we can go ahead and also create a parent database as well to allow them to all kind of blend together, so we can reach directly out to the parents and we can discuss whatever they'd like to discuss, whether it's the students' grades, whether it's if they're sick, emergency situations, any of that type of stuff. We just feel that this will be a better way to communicate with the parents directly. Obviously, in a busy world, the parents are most likely working. Sometimes they can't get to their phone right away. They don't have time to accept a phone call. We can send them an alert directly to the app. They'll pop up on their phone that says, "Hey, your child is sick. Can you please give us a call, or can you please come and pick your child up?" Or once again, we can discuss grades with them as well. So we just feel like this would be a much better way to communicate with them directly. And with the technology where it's at right now, we feel like this is the best solution. Once again, I want to thank you for allowing me to come and present here for you guys today. Once again, my name is Jason Krolowitz, the founder here of the School Updater application. We look forward to working with you and bringing this to market. Thank you.